Hello, and thanks for downloading the AmIntLakes app. In this short video, I'm going to try and run you through the basic installation and running through some of the key features to get you up and running with the app. So let's open the app. If this is your first installation, you'll notice you'll get set terms and conditions. I've tried to keep these short and sweet, so if you just have a bit of a scan through, and once you're happy with them, click I agree. The app will now update all the data within your device. So this is like peaks, various GPS positions, and other little key bits of data. Each time you upgrade the app, it's likely to do this for a short process. Again, as this is your first time loading, you'll get this notification to allow AmIntLakes to access your location all the time. It needs to be all the time, because what all the time actually means is if it's minimized in the background, it can still get your location. And so we try and minimize the amount of updates it receives to make your battery last longer, but it still needs to know roughly what it is. If you want to stop this at any time, close the app completely, so double click the bottom button, swipe up, and that will close it completely, or you can go in settings and actually turn it off. I'm going to allow for the time being. Also, a key feature of the app is when you get to a summit, it will actually give you a notification to say you've got there. Or if you cycled the road and got to the top, it will tell you when you've achieved this. So if you'd like to receive these notifications, you click OK. If everything's gone to plan, we can click settings down the bottom, and what we're looking for is these three parameters here to read green. If they're not green, let's just quickly pop to settings. If we scroll all the way down to the bottom, go AmIntLakes, and let's just temporarily set the location to never and the notifications to off. And what we should see is those two turn red, and you'll notice on the main page you'll get red as well, as I would like these. So all the features are working within the app. I'm going to go notifications and that, and with any luck, ta-da. This is our main screen that we're looking at now. So what we've got is the weather, various little toys, emergency activities, some advice on kit lists and things like that. And we're just going to briefly pop back to settings. Within this, we've got various features you can turn off and on. I'm more of a metric person. I'm going to leave a metric. GPS features I want to enable, and social features. We'll come back to tracker features later. And I'm going to tell you quickly about these two at the bottom. There's quite a few cycling alerts on roads, so they're not too frequent, but if you're not a cyclist and they're getting a bit irritating, you can actually just turn these off. Also, if you are a cyclist, but once you've completed it once, you don't want it to keep alerting you, you can then turn it off. This can be the same for peaks, so if you've been up Helvellyn once and you go for a second time, you might have ticked it off, so you don't want it to alert you the next time you've done. But for the time being, I'm going to leave all alerts on. Right, so we're in the Lake District. It's nice and sunny outside, so we want to go and do an activity. So let's click in there. Walking is quite popular in the Lake District, and the Wainwrights are 214 fells within the Lake District, which are very popular for walking. So let's select one of them. As you can see, got a little black stick man down here, which shows that I'm in Bowness at the moment. Let's pick Hartside, that'll do. So we've just loaded Hartside. So I'm going to leave Ticket for the time being, and I'm going to go straight to Navigate. So Navigate's designed if you want to drive to the vicinity of wherever you're trying to go. So we're going to click Maps, and this will load you into Apple Maps and give you some navigation to be able to drive to that vicinity. Another feature we have is called Guide. So I'm going to click Guide. The first time you load this, it's just going to make you aware of where discrepancies in data could occur. What we're going to pay particular attention to is the GPS and the compass accuracy. So when this is the app's running, just pay particular attention to these. As you see at the moment, the compass accuracy is 30 degrees, the GPS actually 65. These, with any luck, should get down to about 10 and 10. But as we can see, Heartside's about 23.3 kilometers away. We're at altitude of 92 meters, and if we want to climb up there, it's going to be 664 meters of climbing. If we want to go for the closest challenge to us, we can click closest challenge, which is school not for me, or we can just put it in compass mode. Dead simple. If we show you the next feature, let's remain on Heartside, and it's called Grid Square. I highly recommend you carry a map with you, and this can help you navigate around a fair bit easier. So what we have is the various grid coordinates and your feature, and it will just help you, aid you in finding where you're supposed to be on a map. Within this view, what we can also do is, if we suddenly wanted to resize it, we click Reset View, and we can just move it around generally. So now we've got to the top of a peak, let's say Glaramara, and we want to tick it. We can tick it. It's got a date along the top. I'm going to say I was with Bob, and it was windy. And we can tick it. At this point in time, we can either tweet, Facebook it, but I'm going to say no just for the time being. And as we see, it's gone green. If I decide I tick that by accident, I can go to Edit Details, or I could tick it again, for example. I can edit whatever data's in there, or I'm going to reset at the moment because I haven't actually been there. So let's get Edit Details and Reset. Yes, I would like to reset the challenge. Cool. Another format we have is the list of the Wainwrights, for example. So this is an alphabetical list of everything. If we suddenly want to search to quickly down the side, we can just click the various bits. If we want to sort by the various books of the Wainwrights, we can click North, for example, and sort by height. Whatever takes your fancy, really. So it works in exactly the same way. The other feature, way of viewing data that we've got is a bit different. Is you go into the map first, reset view, then you get through it to viewers list. The Wainwrights is just a bit of a specialty because it's handling quite a bit of data at that point in time. So let's go all the way back. We've got various cycling challenges, but all of this will get added to over the coming time with the app. So we're back to activities. Let's go to weather. So we've got the mountain weather forecast, the Met Office weather, and if you're a swimmer, the lower winter lake temperature is quite useful. Just knowing whether it's mega cold or whatever. We've got some Lakeland webcams, which are various webcams provided by people around the lakes. Just to kind of give you a bit of an info of what conditions are like here at the moment. We've covered a bit of toys so far, so we've had Grid Square, which can show you where your current location is. We've covered a bit of guide. Let's tell you about Day Tracker. So obviously we're getting a fair few GPS points. What we can choose to do is we can choose the app to log these. Now this is only logged within the app. It gets deleted at the end of each day or when you close the app, and so it's completely up to you what you do with it, but you can put it on, and what it will do is as you move about through the day, it will gradually trace and show you where you've been throughout the day and give you some stats. If you choose to reset at any time, you can click reset, and that will clear the data. Just be aware that the data does clear at the end of each day or whenever you close the application, so it's not stored permanently and it can't be sent to anyone else. If you want to turn this off at any point in time, go back to settings and turn off trackers settings, and then that warning should come up again. Good. Motivator, bit of fun. Some quotes from local people or explorers, example. And the last one we've got in here is battery stats. So over a period of time, it will gradually learn what your battery characteristics are. And so if it thinks that you're going to run out of battery within the next 30 minutes or so, it will give you a notification to tell you doing so, or if you drop too low, just to give you enough battery life remaining if you ever need to make that key phone call. Bottom left, We have some kit lists and some advice. So we've got some further advice related to Street Mountain Rescue, walking kit list, cycling kit list, and this here loads up the Lakes Route Search and Mountain Rescue information. Sessions we've covered, activities we've covered, and emergency I'm going to show you now. Just be careful with this, but hopefully you'll never have to press it. If we go into it, you've got the local hospitals. It's all information for local hospitals. And let's say you're out in the hills and you can't get yourself down, and you're really in need of assistance. You can click Remote Location Emergency. And you might be in a state of shock, so it will actually talk you through what you need to do, including giving your grid reference, what your address is, and so you can give the best information you can to the emergency services. Now we've had a bit of a scan through, I'm going to now do what it's meant to do and go and take it outside and show you a bit more. Okay, so now you can see we're outside where we really want to be, out enjoying the nature. It's a bit windy today, but not bad weather. So what we're going to do now is we're close to a peak, so I'm going to show you what it's like outside. So we're going to go to toys just for the final bit. I'm going to go to closest challenge, and you can see school knots showing up there. Still a bit out on the compass accuracy, but if we turn around and it lines up correctly, yeah, we've got school knots straight ahead of us, 253 metres away, and we've still got another 38 metres to climb. So I'm going to head off a bit and show you the alert when we get closer to it. Okay, so we're now on the final approach. You can see just up there it's school knot, and with any luck, shortly on this phone, I might have to run a bit, walk a bit fast, somewhere over this crest. There we go, got an update saying you're at school nuts, we want to go touch the cairn. Right, let's push on and do the final little bit. Okay, so we've now made it on the top, and as you can see, not a bad little panorama from here. Nice little short walk up from Windermere. Once I caught my breath. Right, now we basically want to tick it off. We want to tell everyone that we're here. We've done all this work, we want everyone to know about it. So what we can do is pop back into the app. If you notice, right at the bottom here, we've had school knot appear, so we can click there and we can actually go tick it. So let's tick it. I'm going to leave a compass and notes off at the moment. Tick it. And I definitely want to tweet this today, so I'm going to tweet. I haven't taken a photo yet, so let's get a good attempt to try and get a good photo with one hand. Okay, so yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I like that. So it's going to use photo. So it's going to pop back, and we're at school knot. And we're going to say, ooh, what should we say? Oh, is it summer? Yeah. No, let's go think it's summer. Excuse my text speed, I'm sure you're all much faster than me. And it's posted. It's done. There we go, completed. So now if we go to big view, small effort, we see slap bang on. Beautiful. And that is a brief demo of AmIntLakes.